Стріляй. Передали ж по перехвату, що там засвітилася радіостанція противника.
This video shows GoPro footage from a Ukrainian soldier on the front lines. If you want to see more real-time updates and support our work in sharing these stories, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Your subscription helps us create more videos like this and keeps you informed about the conflict as it happens. Don't miss out. Subscribe now to follow the action from the ground.
Caminho aberto, segue. Já não, só o muro.
Aí dentro e entra rápido.
Não se mexe, FPV. Trânsito.
The enemy tried to play the weather. Low clouds, rain, bad visibility, the classic move. Push fast, hope defenders can't see, can't react, can't coordinate. On paper it sounds aggressive. In reality it was reckless. As the weather turned ugly, enemy units attempted a rapid advance, likely counting on speed and confusion to carry them forward. This wasn't a slow build-up or a probing attack, it was a dash. Columns moving quickly, equipment packed tight, manpower committed early. That kind of move only works if the defender is asleep. They weren't. Despite the conditions, reconnaissance did its job. Drones adapted, observers stayed patient, and information flowed where it needed to go. The battlefield never went dark. Movement was spotted early, routes were identified, and the intent was clear almost immediately. By the time the enemy thought they were slipping through the cracks, they were already being tracked. What followed was coordination at work. No panic, no random firing. Units knew their roles. Strike assets were aligned, timing was precise, and once the green light came, it came hard. The first hits landed before the advancing force could spread out. Vehicles were caught clustered, infantry exposed, command vehicles identified. Momentum died in minutes. This wasn't a close call. The enemy didn't almost break through. They didn't even reach the engagement line they were aiming for. Equipment was destroyed before deployment, manpower eliminated before dismount. What was meant to be a fast push turned into a scramble for survival. Retreat wasn't organized, it was instinctive, and that made it worse. Routes back were already under fire. Bad weather didn't protect them. It boxed them in. Mud slowed movement, poor visibility disrupted command, and once strikes started, there was nowhere to hide. The same clouds they hoped would shield them instead masked incoming fire until it was too late. If this took place near Vishnev in the Dnipropetrovsk region, it sends a clear message. This sector punishes rushed offensives. You don't sprint through defended ground without air control, secure comms, and overwhelming force. Speed alone isn't strength. Without coordination, it's just exposure. This wasn't a dramatic last stand or a lucky interception. It was a clean shutdown. The enemy made their move, and it was read, countered, and crushed before it could even begin.
Так, доезжаем до... Ёбаная хуйня, сука. Ебать, FPV!
You've seen this movie before, and so have they. Fog rolls in, visibility drops, and somewhere on the other side, a commander convinces himself this time it'll work. Same logic as the last push. Same mistake. Same ending. Just like the earlier failed attempt in bad weather, the enemy tried to turn nature into an ally. Fog, low visibility, damp ground, perfect cover, they thought, for another fast assault. This time it was quad bikes. Light, quick, quiet. A rush job. Get in before anyone reacts. Near Novshakov in the Donetsk region, they went for it. And once again, they were already late. The moment the assault group started moving, detection kicked in. Drones were up and working, fog or not. Thermal movement tracking, pattern recognition. The battlefield didn't go blind just because the air got thick. Routes were spotted early, clusters identified, and intentions read almost immediately. The bikes were fast, sure, but speed doesn't matter when you're seen. From there, it was the same joint system response we saw before, just executed cleanly. Drone feeds fed artillery. Artillery shaped the fight. Engineering equipment sealed it. No chaos, no scrambling, just a controlled shutdown. Fire landed ahead of the assault, cutting off movement. Secondary strikes hit the bikes themselves. Light vehicles don't survive that kind of attention. They don't get a second chance. Engineering assets did what they were meant to do, deny terrain. Routes that looked open in the fog weren't open at all. Obstacles, prepared zones, forced dismounts under fire. Riders who tried to scatter ran straight into kill areas. Visibility worked against them now, no landmarks, no orientation, no safe exit. Not a single quad bike reached its objective, not one. And that's the key connection to the earlier failure. These aren't unlucky attempts. They're predictable ones. Same thinking, same shortcuts, same belief that weather can compensate for the lack of dominance. It can't. Fog doesn't cancel drones. Speed doesn't beat coordination. Light assaults don't survive when every likely approach has already been planned for. Near Vishnev, it was vehicles caught before deployment. Near Novshakov, it was quad bikes wiped out mid-run. Different tools, identical result. This isn't adaptation from the enemy side, it's repetition. And on a modern battlefield, repetition gets you killed. Another attempt, another weather gamble, another complete failure. Ukrainian press officer Oleg Petrasyan is known as the guardian angel of journalists. Today, while escorting a group of reporters through the city of Kostiantynivka, the skis were thick with drones. One detected the media team and began circling overhead, but Petrasyan shot it down with precise aim.
Збив.
Ukraine's effective use of drones has fundamentally changed what it means to be strong in position, even when holding ground under constant pressure. Strength no longer comes only from numbers, armor, or fortifications. It comes from awareness. Drones have turned Ukrainian positions into living, breathing systems that see first, decide faster, and strike before the enemy can even commit. Every approach route, tree line, road, and low ground is watched. Enemy units don't just run into resistance. They run into pre-knowledge. By the time an assault begins, Ukrainian forces already know where it's coming from, how fast it's moving, and what it's made of. That allows defenses to stay quiet until the exact moment that matters, conserving firepower and exposing attackers at their most vulnerable. Drones link infantry, artillery, engineers, and strike assets into a single loop: spot, fix, hit, assess, repeated in minutes instead of hours. An enemy platoon moving in fog or rain may think they're hidden, but overhead eyes catch heat, motion, and patterns that ground troops can't. Once detected, drones don't just observe. They guide fire with precision, adjust strikes in real time, and confirm results so no ammunition is wasted. This constant pressure breaks momentum before it forms. Assaults stall, formations scatter, command collapses. Just as important, drones shape the battlefield before contact even happens. Engineers use drone feeds to block routes, mine likely approaches, and channel movement into kill zones. Artillery waits already ranged in, already calibrated. When contact finally occurs, it feels sudden and overwhelming to the attacker because the decision was made long ago. This is why Ukrainian positions hold even under repeated assaults. They are not reacting, they are managing the fight. Drones give depth to defense, extending control far beyond trenches and tree lines. They deny surprise, punish speed, and turn weather from a shield into a trap. In modern war, dominance starts with vision, and Ukraine has made vision its strongest weapon. Hope you liked this war documentary. If you did, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow. And if you want to support us even more, check out our members-only videos